Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I'm getting ready to go do some yard work because I just got in something that was advertised to me on Facebook. I don't remember what it was called, but oh, here it is. It's called Orange Thumb, okay? Orange Thumb. So if you're a gardener or if you have a lot of plants and you don't like to get out, see, I would rather go around my garden and just use my fingers to deadhead things or to clip things that I don't need or to, you know, that I'm trying to harvest. And this, it was advertised to me and I thought that looks super handy. So what it is, you get these little finger condoms, okay? Now, it may look ridiculous, and so, you know, neighbors out there saying, well, why the fuck does she have those orange things on her thumbs? But we're going to try it out today. So what it is it's these things that you put on. I mean, they look like they're for somebody with a way bigger hand than I got. But they are these little things that you put on your thumb, and they've got a blade. So you can, I don't think you're supposed to put one of these. I think these are for this finger, so you don't cut your finger. There we go. So let's go test this thing out and see how good it does in the garden. Jexie, you coming with me? Look, Jexie. You want to see? Jexie has to inspect everything. What is that, Jexie? Huh? She says, I don't know, lady. Let's go, Jexie. Let's go to the garden. Y'all, my house is a mess from this painting fiasco. I'm almost finished with it, though. So I've got some coreopsis out here that needs to be deadheaded. So let's do that. So let's see. So you just kind of take it. Oh yeah, that works pretty well. You do gotta kind of push it into the flower stem a tad, but it works nicely. It cuts them off clean. So yeah, this is pretty handy. So look, like that. They're not super sharp to where you're gonna cut yourself. You might if you're not careful. I mean, you could, but pretty safe actually. So yeah, and they were only, I don't know, like under 20 bucks, I think, well under $20. So I'll show you some new things I did. I planted some coleus right here. This coleus I had, if you guys look back at my videos last year, I had a coleus plant in a pot right here all summer. And that thing got so freaking massive. The heucheras are all putting flowers on. So I put some coleus there. Oh, those coleus guys do not like that sun. I might have to move those back a bit. But I took them out of this pot that had the caladiums in it. Because these caladiums were getting quite big, and so were that one, and those two coleus were in with this pot. So it was pretty crowded. And I've had the fiddle leaf and the Dieffenbachia sitting out here for a few days. They like it. They're all shade plants, so they have to stay in the shade. This is about the max sun we get back here. And then as the day goes, it just sun goes too. Look at the oak leaf hydrangea. Look at this little plant. I wonder what this is. Huh. It's got some tendrils. And look at this plant. I don't know what these are. I'm going to find out what these are real quick. Alright, you guys, I figured out what this was. This is a muscadine grape. So that is pretty cool. I'm going to dig it up because it needs 8 hours of sunlight. I'm going to dig it up and move it. This is a wild violet right here. I'm going to dig up that grape and I'm going to move it. I'm not sure yet because it needs, I just did some research on it and it takes 2 to 3 years for it to produce grapes. But it's like a, what do you call it? Natural or naturalized fruit. Bird must have pooped it out, but that's exciting. So I'm going to dig it up and move it. Alright, you guys, we have moved the muscadine. Let's see, I'll show you where I put him. So this type of grape is native to North America. He needed a full 8 hours of sunlight. It said the best place for him is on a hill where water won't be sitting, you know, where he's got good drainage. This is a very good drained spot because it is on a hill, obviously. I amended the soil with bone meal. And yeah, he's still pretty young. So I will let him, it will take 2 years for him. In the first year, I'm just going to, you just keep him like this and you keep him fertilized. And then the second year you stop fertilization and you put him on a trellis. And then he will start to flower after the second year. And then start to produce grapes. And at that point, the vine itself will stay alive because it is a woody perennial. So it will continue to produce year after year. So that's pretty cool. Hello, Jixie. What you doing? See, look at our plant right here. Jixie, the grapes. Here comes Jixie the inspector. Oh, that's the corn, Jixie. Don't eat it. That's corn, baby. Don't eat it. Don't eat that. That's corn. No, don't eat it. So we've got the glass gem corn. We have got all these little guys right here are the pink celery. So we've got a couple there. You can actually see the pink on this one. And get a little closer. See? I've got to separate this corn. One of my cucumbers died. That's okay. One cucumber plant is enough. And look here. The bottle gourds mostly have all got their first true leaves. So that's so exciting. So we got a cucumber here. So yeah. And also I want to show you in the front yard. Come on, Jixie. Come on, Jixie. Come see the flowers. Let me show you in the front yard what is bloomed today. So you can see back here, they're almost bloomed. But in the front yard, there's the crepe myrtle. The front yard. Looky here, you guys. We've got our first daisy bloom of the year. We got some larkspur going out here. And then up here, look at this. I pulled out one bachelor button because the other day it rained and it flopped over. It just completely flopped. So I had to pull it. You can see the dahlias are getting huge. And look, this dahlia over here, this is the white dahlia. He's already got a flower head on him. Amazing. They look like they need a little bit of water though. I'll do that later tonight. The roses looking fabulous. I've been spraying them with fungicide, but man, it's not working. And there's freaking morning glories back there. The wisteria looking fabulous. Let me show you this over here, what I did yesterday. So I moved the dianthus from that spot over to that spot. And I dug all that up. Pulled out the lavender bush that was dead. And yeah, the soft touch hollies are looking better. And the roses, you guys. Oh, these roses. They're looking fabulous. The white ones. And these little peach ones. I had to pull up the Lithidora because it was dead. And so I planted over here a bunch of stuff yesterday. I've got the dahlia right here and so see the clematis died, but the honeysuckle is thriving. So that's great. And I did find out these were two different wisteria plants. This is a Chinese wisteria, and this is an American wisteria. So I might have to dig this one up because the Chinese ones are invasive and they're a lot more vigorous. I don't know though. The lavender bush, or the lilac bush, has spread out a lot. And you can see back there the sunflowers. Sunflowers. The azaleas coming back beautifully. The gardenia. The hollyhocks are getting ready to flower soon. Oh, look. There's one of his flowers. He's looking a lot better after I sprayed him. The peonies this year are I don't know what happened, you guys. The peonies, look, the flower heads just dried up. I think it's because we didn't get a lot of rain this year. Usually we get a lot of rain in the spring usually, and we only got like one rainstorm this spring. It's very strange. You can see I put some tomato plants out here. Those are the hedge German tomatoes. The two salvia plants didn't make it, but look at these tomatoes, you guys. These tomato plants are loving it out here. Rose of Sharon looking beautiful. All of these. And back here we've got some hollyhocks. And a little bit of meadow sweet. Sweet potatoes. Moonflowers. Potato vines. Raspberries. I'm going to have to move that raspberry plant. Although I do want it to. I think it would be cool if it would climb over this. Because this greenhouse is just too hot to use in the summertime. Like right now, the door's been open for days. And inside of here, you guys, it's over 100 degrees right now. Like it's way too hot in here. So I gotta pull these guys out. It gets just, it's too hot in there. Way too hot in the summertime. So it's kind of useless, but if I'm gonna let some, that's why I put moonflower seedlings down there, and the raspberries here particularly, and the potato vine, because I want it all to grow up over the greenhouse, because I think if it grows over the greenhouse, it will provide some much needed shade in there, and also I can leave the vines. It'll kind of put a layer of insulation for the winter as well. So the Coreopsis is looking really fabulous. The Cooper's Ice is looking great. Over here, these little pink flowers are going. They're looking so cute. I planted a bunch of sunflowers out here yesterday, hoping those grow up quick. I took away the corner of this bed and I planted some more patchouli in this spot, so I'm hoping it's going to be patchouli, and I planted a bunch of lavender back there. I planted some ginseng, some amaranth. I actually planted like 20 packets of seeds yesterday. So, yeah, that is everything. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one.